Hello,
Stop
everyone.
counting or...
You know, if I stop counting... Okay, hello, everybody, and welcome to KingPastaDucksNStuff. I am your host, Parker. Joining me, we have the baboon, Evan, Ian, and we have Tyler. How you guys doing?
Why am I the baboon?
Because, you know, I do the countdown, right? And then I stop. I said 3, 2... And usually...
Only iCarly does that.
Well, no, the whole point of the 1 is so that you don't catch me saying the 1 in the middle of the countdown, so the audience doesn't just hear.
Oh, okay, all right, that makes
1.
sense.
Hey, everybody, how you doing? It's us,
looking,
the baboons.
So I thought I was lagging or something.
Well, you probably will at some point in the show, as you normally do.
Roasted.
I mean, do you not lag like every single show?
What?
Do
you guys notice I'm a floating head?
Watch
this.
That's great. Oh my gosh, that's really good.
You can start the show.
I already did. The show's gone. We're here. Show's already live. We're live. Okay, we're gonna restart the stream. Be right back, guys. Hold up. 3, 2, 1. Hey, everybody! Welcome to KingPastaDucksNStuff. I'm your host, Parker. Here's Evan. Good job. Here's Ian.
My game is up.
And here's the Tyler.
Where?
Oh my gosh. Anyways, welcome to the show. We are a podcast that talks about video games and other crap we want to talk about.
Wait, did you actually restart it?
No, I went to the countdown page and came back here and said 3, 2, 1 and we started. Yeah, we're here. How's everyone doing?
Meh.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that's
I'm
good.
awake today.
That's usually a good sign.
I feel like I was too positive. No, my day's shit.
I believe that 100%.
Sucks.
Everyone
enjoyed myself.
There weren't enough recorders in my day.
I had fun with my friends.
The worst.
What are friends? We don't have friends here on the show. Everyone, we just have a mutual relationship where we just get along barely. We hate each other though. Today's show is Tyler. Yeah, he will talk about Odyssey probably.
I doubt it.
Just a heads up at the start. I want to remind everyone that if we get to 100 followers, we're gonna play Battle Tetris, and I'm gonna lose my shit and be really mad because I hate that game. So please, I'm gonna throw something. I guarantee it.
Probably gonna quit the stream.
That was my excitement for Battle Tetris.
Very exciting. So tell your friends. We have a YouTube. You can find us there as well. We try to post these as much as we can.
Shouldn't shake my table.
We have a Twitter.
These weekly.
Yeah, we do it every Friday. Ian, have you been updating people on Twitter?
I did today.
Hey, okay, that's good.
Hey.
On Twitter at KingPastaDucksNStuff.
Absolutely. If you have any questions, put them in the chat, and we will answer those at the end of the show, more than likely. So yeah, let's get this bad boy rolling. First topic, we do
definitely answer them.
Oh,
just because we never get questions.
Absolutely. If you have a question, we will most likely answer. As long as they're not crazy, like you get the gist. Anyways, we're gonna start off. First thing we do every show is we talk about a game genre and what we think about them. This week's genre, we're gonna talk about puzzle games.
Wait, what?
Puzzle
I
games.
didn't hear any of that. Can you repeat like the first 3 minutes of our podcast?
Yeah, sure. Hello, everybody. Welcome to KingPastaDucksNStuff. My name is. No.
Puzzle games.
Yeah, woo! Puzzle games. I love my favorite genre. Not my favorite genre. A good genre, and I also think that this genre covers a lot of games. I would say, since a lot of games, because Zelda is an adventure game that has puzzles. Pikmin is an adventure game that has puzzles.
Older ones are much more puzzle based.
Yeah, there's puzzle sections.
Yeah.
Well, but would that make it a puzzle game?
Kind of.
I don't know.
Because
it's definitely a part puzzle game.
It's not revolving around puzzles.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it.
I would say
like,
some of the very
sections.
first Zeldas are puzzle games,
but
not
still
the newer
like
ones.
adventure.
I think the newer ones are like consistently puzzle games. Like Breath of the
There's
Wild.
still puzzles in them.
But like
Breath of the Wild might have less than the rest of them. It's so much
yeah,
like
Breath of the Wild has like 4.
Yeah.
But isn't there like different temples?
Yeah, but
exactly,
they're all the
like
same.
variated of the same.
Well, those are still puzzles.
Like the same, like maybe 12.
Some of them are just combat temples too. Some of them aren't puzzles.
Wow.
You just gotta throw hands.
Here's
with
the
robots.
puzzle: beat this boss.
You know what else is a puzzle?
Exactly.
Freaking Battle Tetris.
That's a puzzle game.
That is a puzzle game.
Well.
I love Tetris. Battle Tetris. I love Pikmin. That's primarily a puzzle game.
Sure, that's a puzzle game.
Would you say Odyssey is a puzzle game?
No, that's a platformer.
No, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I had to squeeze that in there for Tyler.
Don't worry, I would squeeze it in somewhere.
Yeah, that's what she said. Other like here's the thing. I feel like good puzzle games are only on consoles. I've yet to find a PC
App.
console game or app that I like that's a puzzle game. They just except for Loops. Loops is fun.
Are we gonna count like real board games at all in this, or just?
No. What board game would you consider a puzzle game?
Well, Memory's kind of a puzzle game. There are quite a few.
Yeah.
Clue is a
Yeah,
puzzle
that's
game.
So like for puzzle
If
games,
you want to
like,
talk about it, I'm still.
I mean, if you want to.
there's like something like Sudoku, like that.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I got Sudoku.
Would you count that?
Yeah, I'd count that.
Wait, is it Sudoku or Sudoku?
Sudoku's killing yourself, right?
I think. No,
No,
that's
that's
seppuku.
Seppuku. See, I don't know my foreign languages.
know.
I think
It's however you
I think
wanna
it's
say it.
Sudoku. That's
Okay.
what most people say. At
I
least.
wasn't 100%.
I think I uninstalled my Sudoku.
What's that?
fucking
What's
puzzle
that
game.
block game? I'm trying to find
Tetris.
Oh,
It.
Minesweeper?
I love me some Minesweeper.
No. Minesweeper is.
Can I go first?
Yeah, sure. Knock it out of the park, Kevin.
Okay. I actively enjoy puzzle games. I like Puzzle League. There's like a couple of variations of that. I like Dr. Mario. I like Tetris.
Those are the same game,
Those are
pretty
like
much.
all kind of variations of the same game
Yeah.
because they're all like place blocks. I like Dr. Eggman's Mean Bean Machine. Also fun. No, that's a real game.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah. I like Columns. That's like the Sega equivalent of Tetris.
I noticed that you're liking a lot of Tetris games.
They're like all the same game with their variations, and they're all fun. I think they're good. I mean, they're good time killers. A lot of them have a versus. I like them because I'm not bad at them. Let's see. There's apps that are good puzzle games. Like, I don't know. Is chess a puzzle game?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
That's,
Yeah, I mean,
no, I wouldn't
that-
count that as puzzle. I count that as strategy.
Yeah.
That's a, yeah,
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 I
yeah,
get it.
that's strategy.
Games like this, where you have to like
Like
move
Loop.
the block.
Loop is 100% a puzzle game.
Oh, Loop is that's an app. For those of you who don't know, you have to rotate. There's like everything. So each stage is a map, and it like it turns into a shape. You
Yeah.
have to rotate pipes and
Sponsor us,
stuff
Loop.
to.
It's
get
it's a
them
free
to-
game.
I'm worried
and make
about
the
the
shape.
glare.
Hmm.
Yeah, we can't see it.
Look at
Tyler.
this beautiful white screen.
Ooh.
But yeah, I think
The
there's
puzzle
lots
is
of.
how to
That's
find.
Loop. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ian's is Loop,
There we go.
and you have to rotate those
Damn it,
handles and
guys.
such.
Now I gotta
to create
download
a
it again.
shape, and that's how you clear the stage. You can go
You
to
don't
the next
have
one.
Loop.
I got to stage 420 and I stopped.
I have Loop. Yeah.
I have to stop playing it right now, or otherwise I'm gonna play through the whole stream.
I gotta download it while it's on the mind.
But yeah, they're all. I like puzzle games in general. The console ones are fun because and arcade versions because you get to play with other people a lot of the time, and it's a big screen to kill
Would you-
time. What?
Would you count hide and seek games as a puzzle game? Like it's like find this.
Hidden object game. you mean.
Yeah, hidden. Like,
Yeah,
I'd-
yeah, sure.
I would-
that's sort of. I don't see what
Again,
else it
I
would
might
be.
put that more near strategy.
well, it wouldn't be strategy.
Well, if it's PvP, it's strategy. If it's
It's literally you're just clicking. You're looking around.
I guess, yeah, then that would be a
map.
puzzle, yeah.
I also like apps that are puzzle games. There's all sorts of them. There's I don't know like what's the candy one?
Candy Crush.
Candy
Crush?
Crush.
Candy Crush. I've played that for a little bit. That was fun. Tetris on my phone. Just like weird. I don't know the name puzzle games, but they're like really easy and simple to pick up.
You guys ever play?
Those are always fun.
You ever play
Time
Not
killers.
Tetris?
No, I only played Tetris.
No, not no. I mean the game, not
Oh, this is
Tetris.
a real game.
It's a real
Okay.
game. It's basically Tetris except with physics.
Oh, okay.
So like if you missed, so like let's say you have the square here, and then you try to put the 7 on. If you don't put it like completely in, it could go like that, and be on an angle.
Oh,
It's
I
r-
see a picture of this.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Oh
Or if you
my
build a
God.
tower and it's not balanced, it will fall over.
I can't
Wait.
play puzzle games for hours upon hours like some people, but overall I'm fond of them. Like I
Oh
said,
my
I kind
God,
of
that looks fucking.
It's a
hilarious.
great
play
game,
them
man.
as time killers in general.
Yeah, no, not Tetris is really fun.
That actually kind of does look fun.
It's fun
I'm
for a
gonna check out
while.
Not Tetris.
Yeah, Not Tetris is a good game. I played it for like an hour, and it was a good time, dude. Not
It
Tetris is
seems
a
really hard.
What's Poyo? Am I saying that right?
Poyo.
I've never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
That's the one that's kind of like Doctor. I guess that is Doctor Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, but it's that's a skin of that game, Poyo.
Right. But yeah, but back to what I was saying. I think that the only reason that I like puzzle games that on console and mobile Because on console, it's usually built into the game. Like, not the core mechanic, like it was in Zelda, like it's a mechanic, but not the main focus. Or in Pikmin, it's a puzzle game and a strategy game, but it's not like every single thing is you have to do this, you move on to the next stage. And I think that's fine. Same with mobile games. You don't constantly play it. Because like you can bring it around and do it like, I'm feeling like some puzzles. I'll do a couple levels of loop and I'm done. Whereas on computer, when you're on the computer, you're planning on spending hours on your computer if you're a gamer. And like Evan said, it's hard to play a puzzle game for that long and have it not get monotonous.
That's kind of why I like apps or just multiplayer ones.
I personally like puzzle games on my phone more because it's just like something like, oh, I'm in between my class or my teacher's really boring.
Let's knock out 100 loop levels.
My teacher's boring.
To be honest, I've done that.
Oh, I've done that.
Savage.
I've knocked out a couple.
All play games during class.
Dude, I played like 100 levels of.
Every class.
I played 100.
I don't think I've ever busted out a game during class.
I absolutely have.
Last semester, all my teacher did was just read short stories, and I'd go on Reddit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I tried to get on 4chan,
my
I couldn't
Calc
get on.
1 class, my Calc 1 class was all reviews, so I just played games the whole time.
I did it in
There was no point
geometry.
me listening.
I didn't care about
I don't know why
geometry.
I showed up, honestly.
Made you? I don't know.
No, he didn't.
Oh.
Because you wanted to.
Probably just to
be a good
avoid my
student.
parents more so.
That's fair. I think that's a good reason that I went to my classes. It's like I just want to pass, get good grades, and my parents won't be mad at me. So you know.
Okay.
All right, that's puzzle games. We like puzzle games.
Puzzle games, all about skipping school.
Yeah, skip. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Moving. We're gonna move on from puzzle games.
Wow.
What about Ian? I didn't even.
Ian. Okay. Ian. Okay.
Yeah,
Knock yourselves out, guys. What do you want?
All right.
Give it.
All right.
You guys are clearly less superior to the puzzle game. Tyler, you don't get any credit. You skipped last week. You get some.
Come on, man. Means he should get more time to talk.
Fine. Okay. Let Ian go first.
Last time.
Ian's in the
Is
dark.
Ian going or am I going?
Ian's in the dark. He was hiding. Let Ian go and then Tyler can.
I do like puzzle games. I think they're really good on your phone, just to like pass and kill time. I also like Portal. That's a pretty good puzzle game.
Portal's
yeah.
a good
It's a
one.
puzzle game, yeah.
I forgot about that. Play was so
But-
good.
If
can't be
anything, that's
sleeping
what I
on
wanted to
Portal.
mention. Like Evan kind of covered me.
Yeah.
Man, it's almost
I
exactly
agree
what
for
I
the
was
most
saying.
Part that like Portal is really fun, but that's like one of the very few console puzzle games I like. I really like just having them on my phone because I can do them wherever in just like 1 or 2 for like 3 minutes, 5 minutes,
Well,
something like that.
most of them are very simple. Portal is kind of the exception. It's like a full-fleshed game, whereas it's not built to be a time killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Portal. Yeah, Portal's like one of the very few like long puzzle games I enjoy.
Mhm.
I like just the really quick have at it and you're done in like 3 minutes, and then later on you can go and do more levels of the 8 billion that they have available.
That's how I feel about my Zelda shrine. I like a quick 3-minute run, and then all right, we'll go do 20 more.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind
Yeah,
of.
that's all I really wanted to say.
Are we good?
We're generally fond of puzzle games.
Are we
so-
good now? No, you can't escape, dog. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. What do you think?
Okay, we're good. Okay.
Think of puzzle games.
Paper Bag Man, how you doing? Okay, next up, we're coming about games that are based off of movies.
He looks like one of the kids from Hey Arnold, the one with the Marge Simpson hair.
Hey,
I don't know his
Arnold.
name. I never watched Hey
I'm
Arnold.
not black though.
That's true,
That's
you
true.
are.
But
You're very white.
The hair color. I would have just said Marge Simpson, but it's not blue.
What does he look like? He just looks like he lives in the dump. With some really expensive headphones. But you're so... Good podcasting, guys. Good podcasting.
Alright, what's our next?
Oh my gosh, you're so...
Parks Man.
Okay.
I like how you can see his headset like poking out of the bag because he ripped it.
You're so... Oh my...
Like, you can just see that like.
I have to turn you down.
just like
Holy
that.
shit, you're so loud. I can't turn you down. You're already
I
at
don't know
1%.
what you're talking about.
Oh my gosh. Nope, you're going down. Okay, hold up.
I think we should call him Baghead.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay, you can go back up.
Tyler's profile picture on my phone is him wearing a cone.
Anyways, video games based off of movies. I don't really know too much about those kind of games. Evan, is your kind of your topic that you were thinking about? Did you have something in mind, or
Just like a specific game, or
Yeah.
what I want to talk about? Well,
Yeah,
just
I
like
love
our
that.
thoughts. So like I have found from my experience that licensed games like that from movies, they seem. I'm trying to think of any that like that I would consider to be good.
No.
It just seems like any game I've ever picked up that like is based off a movie,
Keep going.
I just did not enjoy. I don't know. Like there's been a few Shrek games I didn't really like. A couple of different Pixar games. Like there was a Cars, there was Incredibles. There was a I can't think of the Kung Fu Panda. I don't know. I just found that I wasn't fond of most of them. They weren't all terrible. They were just like I was never like, oh, these are great or good.
Great.
They're kind
Not
of
bad.
unsatisfying to play.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just because they want to rush them out to get them like to line up with the movie or pretty close to the movie, or if it's just that they don't work. I don't know, like they don't translate.
Tyler, are you watching the podcast by chance?
I was trying to
Yeah, I can
hear
hear
to make
it.
sure that my voice was like good, but everything was getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Now there's
Um,
gonna
So
be a
I still got
looping
no
of
information
voices.
from that, by the way.
Okay, I'll give you some information.
I agree with you, Evan. Though, like
Yeah.
it's like the movie, and you're like,
Mhm.
oh well, maybe I'll enjoy it as much as watching the movie, but it's so like the movie, but it's not.
Yes.
It's like, wow, this is like redoing the movie. It's
Again.
playing
And
it
then they
and
cut
you
out
no
parts too,
satisfaction.
and edit out unnecessary parts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or add in is what I meant. They add in and take out both.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like video games are like meant to be like kind of like it's you're exploring and doing like all the stuff and interacting with
Mhm.
movie video games. You're like, well, I mean,
I know what's happening.
it happened in the movie, but it's not like the kind
Yeah.
of interaction like you're like, well, I mean, yeah, it did happen in the movie, but it's not like
And this is the part of Jaws where the shark attacks.
yeah.
Yeah.
In other games, you're like, oh, I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's definitely it.
I haven't played the SAO game, but I did
Oh.
see like one clip of it, and it's
Mhm.
like you literally watch the people go through like the cutscenes and whatnot. And
Well,
it's like, oh, you have to save this little girl's dragon. And it's like, I wonder if she's gonna save it.
well, actually, like, that's what I find with movies. But I think TV shows and TV shows and anime do a great job at games.
I don't know. I don't like the way that they do it in like any game.
Bandai Namco makes like all the fighting Shonen Jump anime video games, and those are all pretty similar. And I would say most of them are good. They're all pretty successful.
I wouldn't say those were kind of like based off of it. Well, never mind. That's what the topic.
They're
is.
mostly just fighting games, but like other anime games, like some of the RPG ones are hit and miss.
If the game is based, I know that Evan said Shrek earlier, but
Yeah.
I have to disagree with the Shrek one, honestly.
Mhm.
I agree with most of the other ones though.
Yeah.
Since I like the games based off the anime, off of movies, not anime, but if they're not copies of the movie, I think it's fine.
Kind of
But
like how
if it's running through the same story of the movie, it's like I don't give a shit about this.
kind
I
of
already
like
watched the
how
movie.
like if the Dragon Ball games, they all kind of have like their own story, and they're non-canon, but they're interesting, and then it's
Yeah.
mostly just about the fighting game and the
I
mechanics.
would rather it not be canon
Yeah.
and interesting and not the
Mhm.
same than a direct copy.
Mhm.
That's my opinion on it.
For sure. And another thing I want to say is I think TV shows do a pretty good job too. Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, they make games for their like cartoons and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of
I would say a
SpongeBob
lot of those
games.
are on point. Did you say SpongeBob?
Yeah.
SpongeBob in particular, I think is on
SpongeBob
point.
SquarePants the movie game was great.
Yeah, SpongeBob's got like 10 games.
Yeah.
Some
Probably more
of
than
them
that.
are okay.
Atlanta SquarePants was fun.
Yeah, I've yet to play one I like hated, so
Revenge of the Flying Dutchman was
I think I played that one.
It was the one where you had to collect all the Dutchman's treasure and then fight them off.
No, I didn't play that one.
That one was not great.
Mhm.
The
Stuff like the collaboration ones where it's like it's got like a few Nickelodeon characters.
like
Nick's.
Jimmy Neutron, Danny Phantom.
What was that game?
and Timmy Turner.
Fusion?
Yeah.
Unite?
There's, like,
Nickelodeon
yeah,
Unite.
I think it's Nicktoons Unite. I think I still have
Nickelodeon
it.
Unite. That was a good game. Or
That's
Nickelodeon
kind of fun, yeah.
Rumble Island or something.
It's got its own story, you know, it's not just a copy of the shows. And it's how like they're all getting together and they all have like different abilities and you just play through and it's fun. It's multiplayer.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a good time. And all their powers are based on their things.
Yeah.
It's one of those situations. It's like it's good if they do it right, or it's really bad if they don't do it right.
Get to use your karate.
There's no
yeah.
in between. It's here or here.
Yeah, it seems like it.
I'm gonna take you into a little adventure back in time, back when I was on the Super Nintendo.
Oh, the youngin' days.
I played a game. I played the Avengers, where it was a side-scrolling fighting game, and I hadn't seen Avengers up until that point because it's older, and it was a video game side-scrolling. It was fun. I still remember playing that, and I used to put hours into that game.
Avengers?
Yeah, the Avengers video game on SNES.
Like Marvel?
Like the Avengers. Yeah.
Well, that's not really a movie game
What?
because there was no movie at that
But-
point. That's
So
based
then,
off
are they
comics.
making movies off of the comic? I feel like they had to make some Avenger movies, right? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know either, but
I'm not sure if Marvel
I
made
barely
too
watch
many movies back then.
I barely watch new superhero movies,
I
let
agree.
alone
But
old
okay,
superhero
well
movies.
then that's a bad example. But I like Shrek 2 on the GameCube.
Yeah, I like Shrek.
That was a fun one. I like Shrek, the racing game. That was a fun one. That didn't have anything to do with the movie, but it was still fun.
I hadn't heard that one.
Shrek. Oh, what was the name of it? Oh, I gotta look up it.
Shrek Kart.
No. Shrek.
Shrek Kart.
No, it was like Shrek Bash and Crash or something.
Something.
Yep.
yeah,
Shrek Smash and Crash Racing. Wow, that's a tongue twister.
Racing.
Smash and Crash Racing.
God, that is a tongue twister.
Shrek Smash and Crash Racing. Holy shit. That is impossible. Shrek Smash and Crash Racing.
Smashing and crashing.
Guys, don't
Racing.
you mean SSCR?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, thank you. Just say that.
SSCR. Yeah, that was a fun one. That had nothing to do with the movie, but it was still
Have you
really
guys
fun.
heard
Good.
Have you guys heard of a game called Defiance?
No.
Defiance.
Yes, it was an MMO shooter.
Keep going.
It kind of ran alongside of a TV show in like 2012, 13-ish.
It looks familiar.
You might have heard of it.
Look at the movie. I have not seen the movie. I have seen the game, though.
You've probably seen the game. Like the show wasn't. I don't think it was too popular, but the game was like, oh, this concept's gonna be cool because like the game is running alongside with the show a little bit. But I feel like the game did better than the show, and then
Believe
the
it.
game wasn't too good either.
I just like to point something out.
Like it.
I hooked up a picture of Shrek Smash and Crash.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did that go for you?
I love their carts.
Oh, you love how like Shrek's riding like a monster thing.
Shrek is riding on a swamp.
Yep.
Puss
is riding on a bull.
Pinocchio's riding on a puppet donkey.
Donkey is riding on the dragon.
Puss in Boots is riding on a bull.
I think I still have this game.
This looks great.
Yeah, if you guys want, we can play it next time we hang out.
Stupid.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
I think I still have it.
I really want to see what everybody else is riding.
I don't think I have any save data
Oh.
though. Prince Charming is on
Oh my
the
God.
unicorn.
Yeah, he's on a unicorn or something.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Ugh,
It was
God.
Fiona was on her like chariot or whatever that she had.
The onion.
Yeah, the onion.
The Onion Chariot.
Yeah. Gingy's on like a cupcake horse or
Ogres are
whatever.
like onions.
They are like onions. Yeah, it was a good game.
Yikes! This game looks so bad.
I'll see if I could find it, and I'll bring it next time we hang out.
That'll be great. What is it on the game?
Yeah, it's on GameCube. It was a blast.
PS2.
If it yeah, it was also on PS2. I might still have it. It might be in my brother's room though. I'll have to check after the show, see if I still have it.
I wonder if it has the same mechanics as Mario Kart.
It does. It has items and everything. It's great.
It's like a copy.
Yeah, I had a lot of hours into it actually. Surprisingly, I think I had probably like 10, 20 hours in that game. I wanted to unlock all the characters, man, and I could never win because freaking Puss in Boots would always beat me, man.
Why do you just gotta pick him?
I can't, because then I would pick. It's like when I play League of Legends, and it's like, damn it, this Riven is OP, and then I play Riven. Damn it, Riven sucks.
Yeah, it's the Shaco effect or whatever. It's like they're on the enemy team, best player in the world. They're on your team, you lose.
Yeah, every time. So Puss in Boots is like my kryptonite. I hate it.
He's your Shaco.
He's my
Keep
Shaco.
that in mind.
Yeah.
I know your talent.
Shut up. Yeah, he's my. No, talent's not that big.
All right.
Are we good here?
Yeah.
Any more comments? Oh, okay. Moving on.
How do we get on to? Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Topic.
I want to talk about video games that we played back in the day that we never finished, but we regret not ever finishing. So for me, definitely Pokemon Colosseum. Is that the one?
Is it Coliseum or XD Gale of Darkness?
Gale of Darkness.
Did you start with Eevee?
No. I started with Umbreon and Espeon. Yeah.
Oh, okay, then it's Coliseum.
Coliseum, yeah, okay, Coliseum. I never beat that. Ever, and I regret not beating it
Yeah,
because...
why would you not start off with Eevee?
I don't fucking know. But
Wait, what level did you start off with? Evan, do you remember? I'm assuming Evan can't hear us.
I'm assuming Evan's gone deaf. Can he not hear us?
Okay.
Okay, anyways. This is weird. Anyways, no, I played that game, and then I saw you guys finish, and I watched some Let's Plays, and I was like, man, I would have really liked to finish this game. And then I started playing it again on GameCube at my grandma's house when we still had it, and it's like, I have no motivation to finish this. Which I think is the big issue of not finishing games, because if you don't finish it when the game comes out, or when you're playing and you're in the groove, and then you go back, it's like, I'm out of the loop, but I don't want... So I don't remember any of the story, but I don't want to restart because I lose all my progress.
You don't like picking up where you left off.
Especially if it's been like 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, however long. So it's just like, I have no motivation
That's when you just restart the game. I've done that many times.
I can't find it in my heart to restart. Like, if I went back to Diamond, I would never restart. I'd never restart.
So are we only talking about games that we, like when we were younger?
It can be now. Like, we started playing and we didn't finish, and we're like...
Unless you're, like, playing it now and you're about to finish it.
Like, games that you've stopped playing.
I really wish that I finished League of Legends.
Yeah, that'd be a really good game to finish, guys.
So like, I don't work like Parker. I mean, I finish most games I'm gonna play. Or like if I take a break, it's a short break, and I come back and play it, and it hasn't been long enough that I forget the story. Or I'll just suck it up and restart it if I actually want to play it that bad. If I haven't beaten a game, it's because I don't want to. So I didn't like it enough.
That's fair.
So I don't really regret not beating any games.
Well, a lot of times people get busy and shit. And
yeah, no, it's understandable.
Or they get a new, more flashy game.
Yeah.
But they still wanted to beat the other game, but
yeah,
by the time they get to it, it's like,
no, because I like I said, I don't personally have that thing. Like, I'm pretty good about beating games if I'm interested. So.
Shoulder.
Look at that shoulder. Ooh.
How am I supposed to focus with that awesome shoulder?
Yeah, right. These shoulders are. Ooh. The shoulders.
Right, so yeah, that's. I mean, I don't really apply here.
That's fair.
I have
two number nines.
Lord.
Two very particular games.
All right.
Sadly, my streak has ended. I have finally beat a Zelda game.
Oh.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
But there are 2 games I have not beaten. Actually, you know, I could put 3. There are 3 Zelda games that I have not beaten that I want to beat, but will never happen.
Why is that?
What games?
Let's hear them.
First one, Legend of Zelda 4 Swords.
Adventures or straight up 4 Swords?
4 Swords, probably, right?
The old one. I don't know.
Well, I've asked you. I know I've asked you that like 3 times before.
I
assume you mean.
I really enjoyed the game. It was a lot of fun. I played it when I was younger, and you just mash through text, and you're wondering why the fuck the puzzle won't work, and then you give up because you can't.
Younger.
Yeah, like 6 or so, or 8.
Dude, I do that now. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't read
Yeah.
shit.
Well, I read shit because I want to beat games.
Shit, I'm supposed to find the magical amulet, and they told me where it was, but that character died in the monologue. What do I do?
The second one
Non-linear games. What are those?
was what's it called?
Legend of Zelda.
Wind Waker.
Hourglass.
Okay.
Phantom Hourglass, yes.
Phantom Hourglass. That game I got really far in, but once again, it wasn't because I wasn't reading text, but because it's not very linear, and you just really don't know where to go unless you have some intuition. Which, as an 8-year-old, you don't have any intuition.
I mean, now.
Yes,
Just saying.
I mean,
And then the final one. I bet you Ian knows which one this was.
Ooh,
Wind
I think I
Waker.
might.
It's
I,
Wind Waker, right? I already
yeah.
said that.
That's what I just said. But
Oh.
you were a dick and said it. So fuck you.
wow, the haste in the anger.
So basically, I played through this game quite a ways when I was younger, but I wasn't any good with it because it's a Zelda game and you have to read shit. And then me and Ian were playing through it. We got like 95% through. We got to a really boring part, and we took like a couple weeks off. We're swapping houses back and forth,
Big mistake.
and we have no idea where the game is anymore.
Yeah, I don't know whose house is
The game is gone.
Yeah.
So we were collecting all the like 8 shards for the Triforce, and we were like almost done, and it's just gone. So we can't beat it.
Just can't do it, huh?
We've tried. We're like, you know what? We're beating this game. It's happening.
Never
and
happened.
then we lose this.
We've spent like 20 hours on it or something.
Over that, I think.
Damn.
Which it doesn't seem like a lot, but it kind of is.
It adds
is
up.
when you're only sailing.
How about you,
Hopefully
Ian?
we could teleport.
Yeah, I got a little better. A little bit.
Just a little bit. Ian, did you have
So
some
those are the
games?
games that I regret not finishing.
I don't blame you. Those are good
Well,
games.
what's stopping you from beating Wind Waker, though?
We don't have the game. We don't
We
know
don't know
where
where
it
it
is.
Well, you lost it?
Yes.
Were you not listening
Yeah.
to the story?
At all?
Well, I don't know. I thought, like...
Yes.
It's not at my house.
How do you lose a game?
I've lost games.
When you swap houses back and forth a whole bunch?
I could see, like, a DS game, but, like, it has a case and you have a disc.
No,
sure
but
it's not,
we
like,
would.
in your GameCube?
Sometimes we would leave it at other people's house. Like me and Ian, sometimes we'd leave it at his house because we plan on going there next time, and then it just like switches a whole bunch. And it's just
Gotcha.
gone.
I mean, you still have the memory card, so you could just
Yeah,
get
but
another copy.
who the fuck wants to buy that game?
I just buy it for the Wii U, if anything.
Yeah, we could probably finish it faster.
Yeah.
Even
You
though we're
want to
95%
just borrow mine? Like,
done.
I have the Wii U.
We don't have no.
No, why would we buy
Yeah,
it?
but
on
we
the
play
Wii
it
U?
on
If you're gonna beat it, you're gonna beat it the right way, and that's on GameCube.
Yeah,
Yes.
we ain't no.
You gotta go OG, or you're not gonna do it at all.
Pussies. We're gonna sail for 9 more hours.
Exactly.
You want to know the difference? I actually beat the game.
Yes. And
Yeah, but you played the pansy way. You didn't sail for 10
Pansy
hours.
way.
Exactly.
Sorry, I didn't waste my time.
Sorry you didn't get the full Zelda experience. Damn it. You play the game, you play it right.
Never beating it.
You beat
And
the
then
bad
I'm like, I beat
version.
it.
You beat the
Well,
version
the
that
only-
is the
the only reason
pansy
we
way.
didn't beat it was because we lost the game.
Mhm.
That's the only thing stopping us from beating it.
Yeah,
Okay.
because if anything, we have like
We're like
10%
done.
of the game left.
Not even, honestly. Yeah, I think you literally just get the shards and then you go to Ganon and you beat him.
I mean,
We need like
It-
2 shards.
what if I did the first 90% and then just let you borrow my Wii U game
No!
for like a day, and then you're like, oh, hey, it's where we left off.
You still do the sailing part?
Nah.
Yeah, it's like it's as if nothing even
The
happened.
sailing part is the part where it determines if you're a pussy or not.
Exactly. And the whole
The GameCube's the one that takes a lot longer.
And if you don't play on the GameCube, you won't have it on the GameCube. And then that memory card is only going to have a 75%, 90% complete Legend of Zelda. And that is going to stain that memory card for the rest of his life if he doesn't beat it.
I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I beat it.
If we don't finish this game, burn it.
Absolutely.
My memory card?
Yes.
My memory card.
No, you can keep the memory card. You can burn the memory card if you beat it on the Wii U. If you beat it on the Wii U, then you should burn it.
I don't even know how do you get the memory card out of the Wii.
Oh, no. You have to open it up.
Put a memory card on the Wii.
You can put a GameCube
side slot.
Yeah, you can put the GameCube memory card. We're talking about a Wii U memory card.
Yeah.
Oh, the Wii memory card? I think it has one built in, but you can put like an SD card in.
Yeah.
That's about it.
There's a little SD card under the disc slot.
Yeah.
I think I had one. I used it for like pictures on Brawl or something.
So many pictures on Brawl, man.
Because a couple of my friends and I, we were just baboons. We keep pausing and like, that's funny. We take pictures that we don't
Wow!
want.
Look at Yoshi's licking Peach. Wow!
Oh.
Not like frequently, but like
Kirby's
often.
eating Bowser.
We
Wow!
played
Every 10
Smash.
seconds.
We played
Oh, that's
Smash with
painful.
Colin and Jared, and like they paused it every other like move, basically.
Oh god, that's cancer.
Absolutely.
Alright.
Wow!
They'll
Look!
be
To
like,
be fair-
look, Kirby's smushed.
Ah, look at
Oh god.
Peach is
all you
hitting
do
him
is
with the
duck
baseball
down.
bat.
Yeah, I know.
We already have 40 pictures of that.
Let's take more.
Only 40.
This one has Olimar in the back.
He's
Okay.
blue.
All right.
Was at a different stage.
What's the
What's I gotta say?
yeah.
He
So
doesn't
games
have
we
any
regret not finishing?
Yeah.
looks at Steve.
Well, I was about to say, look at my Steam library, and there you go.
Well, the key word is regret. There's a lot of games you might not have beaten, but you don't
Yeah,
care.
like what's one that you wish you
Like,
would've
I don't
done?
care that I didn't beat Bomberman on the Game Boy Advance. I could give him some crap.
Wait, there's a story mode to that?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. The red and blue one, right?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
I want
That's
to go with
fucking
Skyrim.
sad.
Can you really beat Skyrim?
Is that the
though?
game you're actively playing?
No.
Oh.
I haven't played it enough to do anything in Skyrim.
Oh, I think thinking of something else.
I'm not saying I
Skyrim.
could beat Skyrim, but I'm just
think it
saying,
won't
like, I
work.
regret not playing it more.
That's reasonable. I can understand that.
Well,
Because
can't you like complete it?
Yeah, you
There's no
can.
story or something.
You can.
no, there is a
You can
story.
you can play after you beat still. It's like
Yeah.
Fallout,
For sure.
but you can still.
I'm gonna add up my hours.
So
on
there isn't like
Skyrim
a beating.
quick.
If we're counting all the hours ever played for me on Skyrim, I've got a lot. Because I
I wish I would have played more League of Legends.
me too.
I
Yeah,
wish I stopped playing League.
I wish I played more Pikmin 2.
3 years ago.
I wish I played more Pikmin 2.
But now I'm so addicted to it that I just can't.
It's like alcohol and drugs.
Yeah, I am addicted to both of those.
Yeah, League of Legends and Pikmin 2. I bet you are.
Any other games you got in mind, Ian, that you really like?
yeah, I was thinking
Minecraft or something?
Bioshock. Not. I mean, there is Bioshock 2, but I'm saying Bioshock also.
As
Okay.
well.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I know my sister got those, and then I just started playing like the first hour, and then I stopped.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
I have
fair.
a total of 14 hours in Skyrim.
I would
I
open.
bought Skyrim and I was planning on playing it. I just never actually really got any. I never got to it.
I want to continue.
squid.
I have 14 hours on 2 different editions.
The remastered and the original.
Yeah, but like I said, there was a game breaking. Well, not a game breaking. There was a very annoying bug
was a
for the
pretty
original Skyrim
game
that I was just
breaking.
like, I don't want to play this.
All right, what do we got?
Anything else?
My head hurts.
All right, that sounds about right. Next
Postmaster
up,
Park Daddy.
okay, my children. I want to talk about dead video games.
You mean Sonic?
Yeah, Sonic. Sonic is not dead.
You need to define dead video games.
Video games that there has not been a major release for 5 years. I'll say 5 years.
You mean Sonic?
That Sonic's had a
Can you count those games as major releases though?
not really because they're not good.
What do you mean?
Because like
What
Sonic has released the
games?
games, but they're so bad that I think if they had the opportunity to say, we're going to exclude those.
Evan, we're joking.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it just seems like
Okay,
I don't think
a brand new
unsuccessful makes it not a main series game.
Okay, then. How about a game?
Successful not main series games.
How do I want to put this thing? Game series that how do I want to put this? Just games
haven't had an installation.
Well, no, because like
game series that could add on to their games, but they don't anymore.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that works for me.
So like that they didn't end, but they haven't made one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
For instance, let's say Wind Waker was the last Zelda game.
Yeah.
They could have added on to it, obviously, but they didn't.
Oh, well then Smash Bros.
That's not dead.
What are you talking about, dude?
You know how
It's
many
been
people?
5 minutes since they've announced any new information.
I cannot believe you right now, Evan. That is the.
It's been almost a week.
This is a serious podcast, damn it. We're gonna have serious conversation.
5 minutes and 5 years.
Nothing pretty
Dude.
much.
Technically the same, just a couple letters.
Yeah, come on.
What do you? That's an entire different word.
I have a real answer. I got an obscure
I don't
one
believe
for
you.
What?
I don't
I'm
believe you have a real answer. Give it to me.
Billy Hatcher.
Billy Hatcher. And I would.
Hatcher.
Ooh, yes, I would love another one.
It's this GameCube game. It's really obscure. It's a Sega game. I think it was made by.
About it. You should probably explain it.
That's what.
Hey, Evan, you should explain Billy Hatcher.
So basically, there's okay, it's made by Sonic Team. I'm
Liking
pretty
it.
sure.
Really?
And they
Yeah, because Sonic's in the game.
Oh yeah, Sonic is in the game. But I know it's like anyway. So basically, you play as these people, and they're dressed in these like egg suits, and there's these big old eggs. You gotta push around, and you have to roll over fruit with the egg.
What a concept.
And I guess you're feeding the eggs fruit or something, because when you get a certain amount, you can hatch the eggs. And there's different like monsters that come out of the eggs, but also like items and equipment.
You're basically just smashing fruit against an egg.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's like a campaign where you play through, and there's like different objectives in different worlds, and there's also a versus mode, which is lots of fun. I like the versus mode. It's really obscure. I don't think it did very well. I think mainly because the chicken suit idea sounds lame and it didn't catch on.
That's
definitely the reason.
What?
That's definitely the reason.
Oh yeah, just like you can't explain the game and make it sound cool, even though I think the mechanics are just.
I think it's a clean game.
Why not know a game that's almost the exact same as that?
What?
Yeah.
I have no idea what the name is.
Katamari Damacy.
Yeah, Katamari.
Katamari. Well, but Katamari has a lot of installments and people like it.
Yeah, I know, but it was way more successful.
Yeah, that actually caught on.
Yeah.
But like, the gameplay
Katamari
is so
Damacy.
sound, even if it sounds stupid.
Yeah, it's almost the exact same.
Billy Hatcher's got some good graphics too for like 2002. That opening cutscene looks really clean.
It does.
I remember someone was like, "This is a GameCube game," but yeah. I don't know. Is there a funny comment?
Yeah.
Can we read it, or is
Sure. Let's hear it.
Okay?
What?
Say it. Evan, what are you talking about?
What I said? Is there a funny comment? I heard you guys all giggle.
No, what is laughing? Evan, do you think there has to be something funny for us to laugh? We're human beings. We can laugh.
I at myself for doing nothing.
I thought you were saying there was a funny comment that we needed to say.
Oh no, I was just asking. You guys. Okay.
No.
Anyway, so there was I just wish the game had another edition, but it didn't do well, so I understand.
Okay. And
that's all I have to say about that.
Plot twist going to Ian. What's up, Ian?
Well, I also think F-Zero.
The ceiling, of course.
No, it's me.
I
I'm
guess
up.
Parker is up.
Gotcha.
Damn. Sorry.
I'm lost.
You're lost? I threw him off.
I'll find you, Ian. I'll find you in a new installation of F-Zero because that's the game. If anybody knows who Captain Falcon is, he's from this racing game called F-Zero.
Wow, what a concept.
It's really fast and it's kind of hard to control sometimes, and because there's these like 90-degree turns, and you're going like hundreds of miles per hour. It's really cool. It's not the greatest game in the world, but I kind of wish there was a newer version. I think the newest one was for GameCube in like 2005, 6-ish.
I thought there was one more.
Nah, there might be, but I believe that was the most recent one. He just seems like a popular character to me from Smash Bros. And so it seems like his game would be.
Yeah, last one was in
turn.
2004.
Oh, 2004. Okay, that's even older.
Hmm.
Yeah. There was like a spiritual successor for the Wii that was a very similar game, but it wasn't the same theme.
Right.
I kind of have one.
Okay, what you got, Tyler?
So, I have two. One is kind of an iffy situation, but I kind of have to predict that they're not going to make another Mario Maker.
I think
it hasn't been out for 5 years yet, obviously, but I highly doubt they're going to make a new one.
Actually, they went on record and they confirmed they were going to make other Maker games.
But not
other
Mario.
Maker game does not mean Mario.
Oh, you mean specifically a Mario Maker? Oh, well then, yeah, Sorry, keep going.
I highly doubt they're going to continue that. I at least would like a port. It doesn't even have to be a new game. But maybe I'd play it if it wasn't on the Wii U, because the Wii U sucks ass.
On the 3DS.
3DS is okay.
He's like, still that thing I use all the time.
Nobody played it on the 3DS. They all played it on Wii U.
Oh, because it came.
I played it on 3DS. I played the shit out of it.
Okay,
you don't have a Wii U.
You and the 6 other 8-year-olds that didn't
Hey,
have a Wii U.
hold up. I didn't buy the Wii U because the Wii had no games that I wanted, man.
Yeah.
It came out so much later. Was the issue? Like I think it was like a year later.
Yeah. And then the other one, likely none of you know about it at all. Probably anybody. It's called Insane Aquarium Deluxe.
Insane Aquarium Deluxe, my dude.
Do you actually know what it is?
I have it installed.
What is that? I might know what that is. Can you describe it?
Is that an iOS game?
No.
Oh,
basically, you want actually, Tyler, since you said it, I'll let you say it. What the game is? He's holding on.
Is that the one where you eat the fish and you get bigger?
Kind of. So basically, you have a tank and you get guppies, right? And you feed the guppies and they grow and they drop bigger and bigger coins. And the bigger the coins are.
Okay, so I realized that I can't open full screen games without my thing lagging. Okay, let's see if this works.
Oh my gosh, this man. And then like you buy piranhas that eat the smallest guppies and they drop diamonds, and then you get giant fishes that eat the piranhas.
Oh, I know that. My mom was like into that game.
Dude, that game is the shit, dude. I have it installed.
No, I watched her play it a few times.
That game is the bomb. That's the bomb, dude.
Like it's a really old game, but it's pretty cool.
It is crisp.
Updated, honestly.
Are you gonna like screen share this?
I tried, but I realized that it'd be a bit hard.
It's okay. We get your idea.
I could try, but it would look really bad. I'm gonna apologize. What?
Why don't you just use your Discord screen share?
Oh yeah, I could.
That's what I thought you were
gonna
do.
What you were trying to do.
I don't know if it'll reset. There's a possibility it'll resize. We'll see. Hopefully it doesn't. Hey, it doesn't. Hey, look, it's Ian. We got 2 Ians.
Hey.
His profile picture.
You have to click the screen and then click share.
Oh, I was on full screen. It wouldn't let me do it.
Okay.
Can you replicate that face, Ian?
Wait. I was going.
Other way.
Wait. It was
turn
like
around.
this.
Hold up.
Your head's more tilted.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is gonna be a bit.
Tyler's not even paying.
So I like how this is the stupidest
It's kind
thing.
of hard. I have a 4K monitor and everything's.
I had a 4K monitor. I had too much information.
It's alright, Tyler.
So much technology. Oh my
No.
gosh. I'm so blessed to
Let
have
me
it.
show my other one.
Oh my god.
Fuck. Why
I
does
feel
it
like
let
if
me
I leave
show
my
my
mouth open long enough, I'm gonna get like photoshopped or something.
I hope so.
You might already. The image is right there.
Yeah, you already got it.
There we go. No photoshopping necessary now, right?
You guys can keep talking.
Okay,
while I try.
All right.
I have another game if Ian doesn't have one.
I've got a meme answer.
Alright.
All right. So, let's go with any Valve game. They haven't passed 3 at all.
They haven't passed 2.
No, they've passed 2. They have Portal 2. They have Half-Life 2.
They haven't passed 2. They haven't...
Half-Life 2 Episode 2.
But here's the thing. You're saying that they haven't made a game... You want to say past 2. Because they've made up to 2. They haven't made a game past 2.
They've made up to 2. They
They haven't made past 2. Nope. They haven't made a game
Nope.
past
Only
2.
dead game
Valve
series.
Valve hates the number 3.
Left 4 Dead, Portal,
Valve hates the.
number 3.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was my like meme answer, but a little bit serious. I want to see like something like Portal 3 and Half-Life 3, but Valve doesn't make games anymore.
That's true.
I almost said
And
Pikmin, but that's not really dead.
No, it's not dead at all.
I think
You-
yeah, Pikmin 4 is on the way. So
Yeah, which is why I'm getting a Switch. That's
And then-
honestly like one of the big reasons I'm getting a Switch. I
And
need
then
that.
I
game.
also want to say Borderlands.
Oh,
I
you
think
know,
it
I would play it Borderlands.
is there a Borderlands 3?
Pre-sequel?
Pre-sequel. I think they might have said something about there being a Borderlands 3.
Oh, Tyler, we can see your screen.
I know that. I just need to load the game up again.
my
I like
God.
your wallpaper, although I don't know what it is.
It's Fallout.
Oh, well,
I
that's why
think you
don't
could
know.
have took a guess at that.
Anyway, I thought they made a pre-sequel, so that's between the first and the second game.
They could use the
I would've
Fallout
wanted to
too.
I want to see like Borderlands 3, but like instead of having like the characters that they had in 1 and 2, which there was a
Hey!
tank.
Oh, there it is.
That game is. Oh.
It's so ancient. Like literally, it doesn't even fit into my screen. Look.
Hold on, let me
look
see
at
if I
all
can
this
load
extra
this up.
room.
I want to try to load it up, but I don't know if it'll kill it, so I'm not going to.
Like
Yeah.
this is
It's
so,
been so
old,
long.
but it's like it has so much possibility.
Possibly.
Yeah, I remember this. That was the game I was thinking of. Yep.
Dude,
You like click on them and they poop out
Don't
coins
mind
or
me.
whatever.
I'm just gonna play.
Okay, keep going, Ian.
All right. Well, do we have another?
I
is
can.
that enough
I
of
have
a
one.
topic?
I have one more.
I was saying I just think that
Okay.
Borderlands should add like more different classes from what they had in the first and second one.
Oh,
That'd be kinda
more
cool.
than the 8.
Like I know that they added like DLC classes, but I wanted to like I want something besides the guy that places down the turret, the guy that just runs in and has a ton of health and just shoots everything.
That's like the only option to pick.
There was a sniper, and then there was one more.
There was the like machine gun turret guy.
I already said him.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I don't know. There's somebody else. But
Well, are you talking about DLC 2 or no?
non-DLC characters.
Oh,
Because
it
the
was
DLC
the chick.
character.
It was the chick with the weird like lightning like assist kind of girl. I don't know how to put it, but she was basically an assist. She threw out a ball that attracted all the enemies into it.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, just more another Borderlands and a little bit different characters. Like they, if anything, have 6 free characters instead of 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
kind of agree. Borderlands would be a kind of.
I'd play it.
Big baby dude.
Oh, that's the monster that tries to eat your other fish.
Oh, eat your fishing coins and stuff.
No, not your coin, just your fish. I really want to see another TAC game.
Attack. Why don't you tell us?
TAC in the GG Challenge, TAC in the
TAC.
TAC in the GG. Yeah.
He said attack.
No, TAC.
Okay.
That I like
Yeah,
that
that's-
series. I think that they only had 2 games
Mhm.
that I know of. There was TAC, period, and then TAC and the GG Challenge. Those were both really good games. I played the crap out of TAC and the GG Challenge. But I don't think they've made a game in ages. I think that they ended at that. It was a good game. You're kind of like a villager, and you got to complete challenges. You got like a little stick that you can whack people with. You're supposed to collect plants and do
Yeah, you can do,
challenges.
like magic. Right?
Yeah, you can do like spells like cast
Magic
fire.
stick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a fun game. I wish they'd make another because I'd definitely play it. Although I don't know if they went out a series. I don't know how you spell Juju. Is it Juju?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, check and the Juju Challenge. Yeah, it was a good game, man.
I mean, I think there was only a couple of them, so I do think that's a dead game series.
There
I would
is
agree.
TAC and the Power of Juju. TAC 3. So there are 3 games. Okay.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah.
I wish there were more Spyro games.
Yeah.
I think technically, the Skylanders. Is that right? Skylanders.
Yeah, Skylanders had Spyro in it.
Okay. That was also a Spyro game, but I know those are like different. It's not really.
I
the
would
same
say
game.
Crash, but
They had the re-release.
That's a re-release.
Oh, is
That's not
it?
necessarily a new game.
Okay, well, I wasn't gonna actually say Crash anyways.
I was going to.
Yeah,
I thought that
like
we
the
weren't
Spyro
counting.
games.
Um,
Those you just play as a dragon, you platform.
I was gonna put that in the
different
thing
breaths.
games I regret not finishing as well.
Really?
Yeah, I never finished it. I wish I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played.
And Banjo-Kazooie. I don't know why I didn't say that.
An actual Banjo-Kazooie game.
Yeah, well, it's been long enough. Even if you do,
Sure.
yeah,
Okay.
because that was like 2006.
Right. So yeah.
So yeah, that's all I can think of.
That's good for now. I think we covered a lot of bases.
I'm back.
Moving on, I'd like to talk about communication. Oh, that's what the fuck. Okay, we're gonna do this. So who here plays League of Legends? Good stuff.
No.
So they have been talking about adding voice communication in game that you can turn on and off. And that got me thinking, that's gonna suck.
Oh,
That is gonna suck
no.
the big nuts.
No.
Can I put in something real quick?
Yes, you
No.
can.
Voice communication is only with your pre-made party.
Oh,
What's that doing for
yeah, wait,
anybody
there's no
then?
point. Just use Discord.
Everyone just uses Discord.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Wait, what's the point?
Splatoon voice chat.
That is the dumb. Oh my gosh, that is
Well, to be
retarded.
Well,
fair, though,
That is for like people you don't want in your Discord server, which sounds
understand
really awful,
that.
but- And then-
Yeah, okay, I can understand that. That makes
And-
sense.
that's,
And then
it's
there's
kind of
also
like in a way, you know that random person that we played with a little while ago? Like,
Yeah.
we needed a fifth. It's
Our
like that.
bulk of people we don't really know, but just kind of have access to our server.
We have them on
and then
the
yeah.
servers.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Like we played maybe 2 games with them, but now
Mhm.
they have access to our server.
yeah.
Which is why we have 100 people on our server.
Even though really only 15.
Not even. Not even 15.
On and off 15.
The maximum of like 10 at a time. And that's like very rare
Yeah.
occasions.
And we're all in one room, even though we have like 30.
Yeah.
So yeah, communication in video games. I think
Oh boy.
I'm trying to, because there are definitely games that it would be good for. So like Rainbow Six Siege, that is a good game to have voice communication in because that
Yeah.
requires a lot of communication. If you were playing Pokemon,
Mhm.
you don't really need communication.
1v1,
It's 1v1, but do you want to be able to talk to them? Like, hey, good game, bro. Hey,
Mhm.
I can't believe you did this. Blah 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 blah.
Usually they don't even respond
No.
to things.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I'm just
I
thinking,
think-
when is it good and bad? But it is built
think
in specifically.
It definitely depends on the game. It depends how much teamwork is involved and how much like you need to talk to people and the community. Because I don't
Yeah.
want to talk to anybody on League. Everyone's toxic,
Yeah, everybody.
whether it's a team-based game or not. There's a text
Well-
chat, and I already feel like
You
my
already knew
brain-
that.
Wait,
Like it kills my brain cells to read it.
Overwatch is the same way though. Overwatch
Well,
is super
people are
toxic.
nice on Overwatch, and most people don't talk, even though there is
Well,
voice chat.
yeah, but that's probably gonna be like League. It's just that League has a chat system, so
Yeah,
that's the only way you can do that.
I don't know. From what I found though, people who play Overwatch are nice. Everyone's like kind of cool. I mean, there are some trolly people, but in general, everyone's just kind of a cool person. At least from my experience, I don't know.
That's fair.
I've only played so many comp matches on
Uh,
Overwatch.
I hate the idea of League communication. I like that you
No.
can turn it off, but then I feel
Mhm.
like it gives the false perception of actually having communication. Because you would think
Yeah,
that the legal riot would realize, hey, most people are using Discord. We should not add voice chat. You know what? Let's add another bandwidth so that we can give the opportunity. That sounds like a good idea. Is that going to cost us a lot of money? Because if so, I don't want to do it. Yeah, it's going to cost a lot of money, but we can make money off it.
What? Let's hear it, Tyler.
That's gonna take up more of my bandwidth.
Exactly. So what's the point?
I already have problems with my 40 people living in my household taking up all my fucking bandwidth.
So I'm just
Now I'm
saying,
gonna have to deal with everything.
right? And then even if you mute it, you still have that connected and everyone else is communicating. They have to spend the extra data connecting 5 people together.
Yeah.
Even
Having
if
6 people.
even if you're using or if you're not if it's only in parties, that's stupid. Just use your Discord. Make a separate channel. It's going to take up less, if not
And if they
equal,
don't
the
want to
amount of
talk, they
bandwidth.
don't have to.
Exactly. You don't
Just
have
don't
to.
join.
Even if I turn it off, I'm still gonna get bandwidth taken away because I have to deal with everybody else.
Exactly.
Building on that
stupid.
muting comment, the like
processing.
I'm trying to think how to say this. I like that you can mute
loading.
people, you know, because then if someone's being really annoying, you mute them. But it kind of feels like at that point, why have it?
Right.
If half the people are just gonna mute each other.
Yeah, just put your Discord link in and you're done.
I don't know, because at that point you might as well just use Discord and just.
And if you don't like them, kick them. The end.
Yeah, and some games I think also shouldn't have voice chat because they're. I'm gonna point at Nintendo games. I get there's adults that play Nintendo games, but like I feel like it's mostly kids, and you don't want that like mixing because I feel like that's not good.
Kids.
It's
because
spicy.
putting a chat feature is basically saying, okay, M-rated shit already. Right
Yeah.
For instance, like
because it's gonna be
that's
cussing.
like saying, oh well, we are a kid-friendly channel, yet we're saying
fuck you, you're using your blue shells, you son of a bitch. It's like, wow.
We cuss, and we're not saying we're a kid-friendly channel.
No, we're not
we
friendly.
are kid-friendly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally.
Yeah.
Every kid watches this ever.
Yeah, we'll say that, but we also cuss.
Yeah, we cuss enough.
So.
Trust me, if we hit 100 followers, I will be cussing.
But like, yeah. So I think it's just situational to the game.
Actually, you know what? No, you know what? I take that back. If we could get 1 million followers from us not cussing, I wouldn't cuss.
Absolutely, I would.
Sure.
I would go back in video editing and just bleep out all the cusses.
I would actually start. I'll start going to a Christian school and learning all the proper ways to become a perfect person. I'm not wearing black because black is an evil color.
Absolutely, yes. It's the color of the devil, man.
That came out not how I wanted it to.
You heard it here, folks. Black is the evil color.
I wouldn't play Pokemon because witchcraft.
Oh, absolutely, man. That's an evil game.
I think that's a PETA thing. I don't think that's.
Oh yeah, PETA. You don't want to offend any of the animal haters. I would stop watching all wizard shows and shit like that.
Wizards 101. I wouldn't play that game anymore.
Harry Potter never existed.
That game's off limits.
Harry Potter's a stick movie.
Yeah, I don't see what adding voice chat to a game that doesn't need it to begin with.
I think they know when they're making the game if it should have it or not.
Yeah.
Usually adding it is never a thing because if it comes with it, it usually needed it.
That's why Minecraft doesn't have it. Minecraft doesn't need it, so they don't have it.
Yeah. Because if you want to talk to someone in Minecraft, you can chat.
Holy
you can type.
Shit! Could you imagine a Minecraft server would talk?
Oh my gosh.
Never be able to talk to anybody. That would be hundreds of people.
Hi guys.
Oh, that too. Yeah. Yeah. If you want to talk to someone in Minecraft, you're on your computer. You just bust out Discord, Skype, TeamSpeak. What's the other one? There's Curse.
Curse. Yeah. You can use any of those, and those are people that you want to talk to.
Yeah, and you pick. It's who's in your civilization. You can invite someone if you want them, or you just type it out.
Yeah, which is just a lot easier, honestly.
Yep.
Apparently, you have Tyler won this stream.
I almost.
My arms itch, man. They're itching, man.
He kind of looks like Tyler won too.
Oh, look at this stick.
Oh. Okay, fine. I'll get fine. Okay, fine.
He's doing push-ups.
Fine.
He did 2.
There, you happy now?
2.
Now I'm a dad.
Casually, just push-ups.
Is that better?
That was like an iffy 2.
Is that better, guys?
Your ass was up.
Now you can't see my shoulders.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't like voice chat in games, to be honest.
Like ever, or?
I mean, in like strategy games, like shooters, it's probably not necessary. I mean, I understand that it helps a whole lot, but like I don't really like voice chat in games just because my kind of my older experience, like I don't really go on games with voice chat too much anymore.
Hmm.
But like I remember playing Call of Duty when I was 12, like every 12-year-old did, right? And the voice chat was not only like the worst thing, you'd always just run in and mute everybody instantly.
Absolutely.
And
And
the
fucking
quality
people with music going on in the
That
background.
is cancer, honestly. That is
there's
the
always
worst.
somebody with music, and then
Push
the
stuff.
voice quality isn't too good because you hear just like somebody
Well, you have
like
the
sound
people with the shitty mics.
they sound like a trash can. They're going, guys, what are we doing today?
So,
You can't even hear.
Yes, it's exactly like Tyler, but from my personal experience, I haven't had like a reason to feel like voice chat has been
I'm sorry
good,
for
but like,
raping you guys'
No,
ears.
it
That
canceled
sounds
it.
like every Gary's Mod server ever.
but to be fair, I haven't used in-game voice chat since like 2012, where voice chat was absolute shit,
Yeah.
and like I was playing Xbox all the time, and they had the party system, so if you wanted to talk to somebody, you talk to one of your friends.
Yeah.
I vividly remember on Black Ops talking to a whole bunch of people where they either had like their mom and their little like brothers and sisters screaming in the background, or like just something
Oh, because like
that.
they were in their living
Where
room.
because
Yeah.
you have a shitty mic and it picks up everything, so you hear like their mom in the kitchen talking to her dad, like, "So, what do you think we should go out and buy for dinner?
Did you pick up the groceries?
Why don't you appreciate me?
I do so much for this family. Carl,
Hey,
get up.
Janet.
Appreciate you.
Janet.
You just don't give me my sandwiches."
Listen here, darling. I could give less of a shit about what you do. You're gonna go down to the grocery store, pick up my apples, and make me a sweet pie. That could be good for
Janet,
you.
I'll pick up your apples.
You can pick up my apples any day, sweetheart.
I will, Janet.
Oh, Janet.
You're Janet.
Janet.
Why isn't Jam?
My name's
Why is everybody
George.
Janet?
My name's
Just
Janet.
like the G sound.
I've gone to jail 47 times.
Oh, that's how I like you, Janet. Nice and dirty.
And I've been released 0 times.
This got weird.
I buy 70 packs of cigarettes a day. And I smoke.
That's how I like it.
I
Nice and
smoke.
smoked.
All at once.
I smoke.
They're just like,
I need one every other minute.
Oh God, that hurts my throat so much.
Janet never dies. Anyways, we're gonna move on now. If we do that voice very long, we won't need voice communication.
Oh God,
Okay.
that hurt.
Next up, we're gonna do a little something we like to do is a little game review. We talk about a game and give it a rating. We average it out. Evan doesn't really know this game too well, so he won't give too
Yeah,
much.
it's an
input.
average of 3 because I don't know anything about this.
It's called
Give it a
Factorio.
5.
It's a strategy game. You giving it a 5?
No, I said Evan.
Oh,
give it.
whew. I was about to say.
No,
It's a strategy
that
game.
could potentially.
yeah, that would just
Cue the
lower it
vote.
likely.
It's a strategy game. You build machines that will automatically pick up ores or materials for you. You build conveyor belts that'll move the material, which then can be put into a thing that'll make something for you. And it just gets so complex and crazy, but it's so freaking fun. I love it. I played with these two down here. It was a fun game.
Sorry, guys.
Now you're good.
High five, Ian.
What were those high fives? You
That's right.
stick your arm out. He clapped
Yeah,
himself, and Ian didn't even move. He was just
I had to figure out which way was which.
But yeah, and you can. There's like water, hydropower. There's nuclear power. There's solar power. There's electrical currents. There's all that kind of stuff, and it's just
yeah.
there's so much complexity to the game, and you can play it for so long. It's just
The game. Okay, so what I have to say on the game, it's a grindy game. If you do not like grindy, you're gonna hate it. Because that's
Yes.
the only thing that the game is.
yes.
No, I'm raising my hand. Like I
Yeah.
fit that
No.
description.
Absolutely.
But on the other hand, if you like grindy games, this is gonna be one of your favorite games. I would probably give it like pretty damn high score if it wasn't for like one thing.
And what would that one thing be?
Because when you're playing the game, I'm only saying this in the point of view of somebody who's played it their first time. You're fucked. Okay, so us three.
Yeah,
I lagged.
no,
Sorry.
you're one away.
Try.
I'm up top.
Good try.
Yeah, you're close enough.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So us three.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
We
Us three.
we basically played through the game. We did everything you would do normally. You would automate your shit and whatnot. But the way we had it set up is we went with it because we had no clue what we were gonna do in the future. So we had to play through the game, and then we realized once we reached like a stepping stone, we're like, we have to redo everything.
Yeah.
We had to redo like the whole
Oh
place.
my gosh, when we redid the turrets, that was a pain in the ass.
So we redid our base like twice, and then on the third time, we I don't remember what happened. I think we kind of just got busy and we couldn't really do it.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that's when school started, wasn't it?
Maybe.
I don't know, but we stopped. There's no way to get back in it when you stop.
No.
Because you have no idea what you're doing at all.
It's like, why did I move all these chests over here?
If we got
What
back
does Redstone do again?
we would have to relearn how to do everything.
Yeah, Ian?
To point out, yeah, we did stop when school started. Because for me, it says last played 8/27.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I played after that, but
But yeah,
Just
so
you-
like
Oh wait, maybe that's.
you're not you can't really relearn how to do everything. And there's certain points, we almost got to one of those points where you can literally screw yourself and you have to start from
oh
the
yeah,
beginning.
absolutely. If you don't have enough power and the monsters attack, you're done.
Exactly. Like we were in a position to where we didn't have our weapons going, and we were in a very bad spot.
Oh yeah.
All of our shit was being destroyed. I had to work on making this weapon thing work without having anything that actually worked.
Yeah, all the
I had to,
power
like-
was out.
Yeah, I had to like scrounge up some scraps every once.
Yeah.
It was a bad time, but I still did enjoy the game, despite some of the flaws that it had. And honestly, I would give it an 8. Like, 8's pretty damn
Is that
solid.
a very good
And I think it's an alpha still.
Yep.
Isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah.
What do you
And we
think?
didn't even play through the whole game.
We didn't quite finish it, no.
If I were to just add anything onto Tyler, your goal is to get to to build a rocket ship.
Yeah. But what would you rate it though?
Tyler
Yeah,
or
Ian?
Ian? Oh, I was gonna say
Oh,
like Tyler said. Ian.
I might have to go with.
Number 2. I love number 2, my lord.
I'm gonna give it a 2. No, I'm gonna give it about a 7.5.
Okay.
Maybe.
Always with
I
that.
think. All right, fine. I'm gonna give it an 8.
Ooh.
You'll have to.
Alright.
I was
No,
just kidding, by the
Evan,
way. You don't
Evan
have to.
convinced me to not use half number. So.
Nothing wrong with this.
Rounding
No,
up.
there is something wrong.
Okay.
I'm giving it. If we were to rate it out of 100, I would give it.
It's because it's perfectly
Maybe.
symmetrical, isn't it?
Yes. Now it is. I did like the game. Just it was kind of grindy at some points, and then there wasn't too much of like a tutorial on some things, but it wasn't too hard to figure it out.
Okay. I think I like the game more than these two, if I'm being real.
Whoa.
Because if you guys said, right now, let's play Factorio, and pick up where we left off, I'd go for it in a heartbeat. No doubt in
I
my
wouldn't
mind.
mind restarting.
No, I would take back where we left off in a heartbeat. No doubt in
I
my
would
mind.
take back.
You-
The only reason that I wouldn't want to take back is because I have no idea what we're
But
doing.
like, I think that might be
But then
because
again,
I
we would get back into it.
didn't do too much of the science. part of it, which is the confusing part. But I feel like I would like to do that. And I'm not a huge fan of grindy games, but I loved this game so much. And having said that, I think I'd give it a 9.
Damn.
It's one of the best
bro,
games
that
I've
is
played.
an averaged 8.3.
One of the
out 10.
Ian started up after. Yeah, no, this game was brilliant, and I would, even if I beat it, I'd play through it again. I like your image, Ian.
Oops, wrong thing.
Wait, did I
Oh
cut
no!
out for
Oh
you guys?
no!
Ian, I
It's
think you.
all dark.
Oh, hey, look, you got a
Oh
loot.
no! Wrong thing.
Ian, what are you
No,
doing?
fourth wall break.
Ah!
Cover screen. That'll help.
No!
What are you screen sharing for?
I was trying to screen share Factorio.
Hey, wait, Ian. or
Nobody
not
that
Ian.
works.
Did I cut out when I said what I did, or?
No,
Sorry, that didn't work.
we got a little glimpse of Ian's profile picture.
Okay.
Very inappropriate.
And no, it's fine. Very inappropriate. No, so that's a pretty good rating, I'd say. No. Any questions about it, Evan, or no?
What? Oh, I just said that's a 25 out of 30, which is an 8.3 out of 10 average.
That's
I don't
pretty
know
good.
if you guys heard me.
Yeah,
clearly
that's
lag
a
for
good
some.
rating.
It's good for
Okay.
being an alpha.
Yeah, I love
Yeah,
it.
it's extremely.
Yeah,
good for
especially
being
if
an
it's
alpha.
not out. Like I didn't even
Like
realize that.
I really
Just
didn't
played
have
it for
many
months.
complaints at all, other than maybe the guys attacked a bit. But I'm gonna be honest, that was probably my fault for making that huge ass
Yeah.
power farm.
You think?
But it helped
to
out
be-
a lot though.
It did.
To be fair, the more like stuff you produced, the more likely they'd come over to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I went for solar power. I guess.
But I already had Trump's factory put up.
Yeah, I know you did. Oh my gosh, it was great. I built so many freaking walls in that game. It was great, dude. I was the main wall man.
You were the wall and the
Solar power.
No, you also did the floors.
Oh
Hey,
yeah, I
don't
was the
know what you're
groundkeeper.
Talking about, we finished our science lab.
Barely.
Oh no, we didn't.
Wait, we did? I
No,
thought
we
we
never
did.
finished it.
I thought
No,
it was
yeah,
like
we
nowhere
did.
near done.
No, we finished it.
Ian was the science guy. Tyler was the efficiency guy. Or
I
what?
was, yeah, I was power and like.
You were power and stuff, and I was
That's
the
probably moral support.
groundskeeping. I made sure everything was
Oh
clean.
god.
You made everything really convenient.
Yeah, I made
though.
things easier to do. I made the train. The second train.
True. All about the train.
Anyways, we're gonna move on now.
I'm lagging really bad.
No, you're fine. We're moving on because I know Evan is
Generally
feeling a little
fun,
left out.
Oh, I don't care.
Before we move on to the next topic, I want to remind you, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and of the Twitch, and we will do our best to answer after the segment.
Down to the side.
Oh, you can find us
or
on YouTube.
below wherever you're watching.
We're gonna do our favorite segment of the show that we do every week. It's called Steam Game. Steam Game. It's a game where every single week I pick out 2 games from the Steam library and 1 I make up, and these 3 have to guess which game is the fake one. Currently, the score.
Number 3, my lord.
Number 3, my lord.
Final answer.
Final 3.
Uh-oh.
Final answer. Number 3.
Currently, the score is what?
I don't know where my Discord is. It disappeared.
Currently, the score is Evan 3, Tyler 2, Ian 4, and Parker 1.
Oh, did you count last week's in that?
I did not. Did you get it right?
Okay, so for those of you who did not know, I actually watched through the video without knowing the answer, and I sent a Snapchat to my friends.
Did you get it
And
right?
I actually got it
Nice.
right.
You got
Oh,
it.
did he?
Yes, I did.
So then it's
I
Evan
think
3,
all
Tyler
3.
3, Ian 4, Parker 1. Okay. You can play along at home if you want. You guys ready? I'm just
I'm
gonna.
gonna be a tad bit lost because I have no idea where Discord went.
That's okay. I'm reading it. So I'm gonna give him a brief description. This could be directly from the Steam thing, or it could just be what I see, or it could just be a description of kind of what I'm feeling from it. Okay. And I'm only gonna give you the description, and that's it. Okay. If you have
what
any
you're
of this,
saying is it's not word for word.
it's not necessarily word for word. It could
Yeah.
be paraphrased. It could be what I see. I'm gonna try to trick you with the thing. So just know
Okay.
that. I'm not giving you any extra hints. Ready? Game
Do we get
1.
clarifications?
What?
No. You just get what you
So
get.
no clarifications.
No
You can't
clarifications.
ask-
Nope. You
Okay.
can't say, does that mean this? Or do you, when you say teleport, do you mean transport? Do you
What
mean
about repeats?
time travel?
Do
Blah,
we
blah,
get
blah.
repeats?
No. Oh, yes, yes, you
Repeats
get
are
repeats, yes. Okay. Game 1.
Can I ask another question?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
That
Ga-
was my extra question.
Game 1.
Oh!
Game 1. No more Fae.
Yeah, boy.
Fight off hordes of orcs, elves, and other mystical creatures with modern-day weapons.
I don't know what an orc is.
What's an orc?
Game 2, Real Drift, a racing game where the more you drift, the more speed that you get.
Oh my god.
Game 3, I Saw It. The town has been attacked by a swarm of evil creatures, and you must slay the shapeshifters.
I thought I saw it was the description for a sec. Game number 3, I saw it.
I saw it.
And then you're just gonna stop because you paused. I don't know. I believe the drifting one. That's kind of interesting. I could see the shapeshifter one. What was the first one?
No More Fae. Fight off hordes of orcs, elves, and other mystical creatures with modern-day weapons.
Number 1, my lord.
I'm going with number 2. I feel that any smart person who plays or makes a drifting game realizes that speed is very hard when you're drifting. Like
with momentum.
the faster you're going, the worse drifting becomes. So either the game is inaccurate about the description or it's fake.
Ian, what are you feeling?
I wanted to go with number 2 because you like Tyler said, you can't really speed up when you're drifting.
This is true. All right, are those final answers?
Let's hear it, my lord.
And the fake one was number 1.
Hey, whoa!
No More
I got
Fae
one.
was fake. That's a point for Evan.
What's the score, Sonny?
Evan 4, Tyler 3, Ian 4, Parker 1.
Ooh.
We have a
I
tie
don't
for first.
understand. I still don't understand how you got that 1 point. By the way.
No one
Parker,
got it.
There was 1 week where no one got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Last week.
okay. So that.
I
but
feel like there
got
was
it
one
last
other.
week.
No, it was the week before that, I'm pretty sure, right?
Oh, okay.
But there was 1 week that I got it. You guys stumped.
Yes.
Others,
We stumped
okay,
us.
okay, good job.
Wait, repeat the scores. I wasn't.
Year 4, Ian's 4, Tyler's 3.
High five, Ian.
I'm at 3. Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna.
High
Yeah.
five, Ian.
Nope.
You're trying.
You caught up to me, so I must take you down.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
competitors
so
now.
long. I'm actually.
Alright, high five,
close,
Parker.
Guys,
I'm-
I got
I-
quite a few in a row.
I have no. I can't have any prejudice. I can't side with anyone. I'm sorry.
Come on, I just want a high five.
Okay.
Here, Parker, high five.
Parker, that's not where my screen is.
You're
is
over
it?
here.
Yeah, it is.
Parker,
Oh yeah,
high
you're right.
five
Tyler's
all
under
of
me.
us. Woo!
Good job, guys. Okay.
We nailed it.
If you have an idea for a Steam game, leave it on the YouTube, and I might feature it here on the show and see if you can stump these guys. I'm just gonna-
Just FYI,
Well, pal.
I can't actually see my screen or any of you guys, so it's gonna be a bit.
Okay. Time for
I
Q&A.
can only see you Twitch.
If you have questions, leave them in the comments. We're gonna answer them. We're just
I
gonna
don't know what happened to this.
we're gonna screw around until we get a question or two. If Ian, if you have any, feel free to interrupt us.
None.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
You want to talk about that Pokemon game that we're coming up with?
No.
No. Perfect.
No,
Ideal.
not talking about it.
What Pokemon game?
The card game. No, not talking
Oh.
about it.
Why
I
not?
will tell you directly after this stream.
Are you afraid someone's gonna
Uh,
steal it?
Oh,
Oh, are
mean-
you
Oh,
afraid?
you mean the one you're coming up with? Okay.
Are you afraid someone's gonna take it and make money off? Because that's
All right, we got a question.
Is it from Tyler by chance?
No.
It is by Tyler and for Tyler. So,
Son of a bitch, Tyler.
who likes Mario Odyssey the most in the group? Well, I think we can all answer that one.
I think it was probably Parker.
Owns the Switch.
Boy,
Am I back?
Wait.
I'm back. Okay.
you never
We're
left.
back.
1 second. I want to point out that Tyler has played for over 75 hours in Mario Odyssey.
What was the question?
It's a question of
Who
who
likes
here
Mario
likes.
Odyssey the most?
Yeah.
I have 20 hours.
I don't know. I have
Tyler has
I have a hot
65 more
zero.
hours than I do.
a hot 0 hours. I have
I
0
don't have any
seconds.
on Mario Odyssey, but I do have the game. I just want to beat. I want to beat Breath of the Wild first.
Nice. Alright.
Cool.
Wait,
Yeah,
well,
I
I'm
had-
almost
I
done.
had to look that
so-
up.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ugh.
We all know Tyler likes his Mario Odyssey.
I mean, hey, I'll probably like it.
I probably don't.
I like Mario Odyssey, but
We're not talking about Mario Odyssey again.
it's too
We've
late.
done this
It's
3
Too late. Tyler
times.
brought it up.
We've had a long conversation about this game 3 times already. We don't need it. I haven't played
Do
it.
we need to shit on Sonic first? Is that why we?
No,
did
we
it?
No,
don't.
we already shat on something.
All right,
I guess we
all right,
did.
guys. How about next week? We promise we won't bring up.
That is a
Mario
hard
Odyssey
ass lie.
That's
or
not
Sonic
happening.
That is
That's
not happening.
No,
happening.
and
That's a
Sonic.
challenge.
and
That,
Sonic.
like, straight up is
If-
not gonna
if
happen.
we don't-
We brought it up last week, and Tyler wasn't even here.
We can't shit on Sonic, or we can't talk about Mario Odyssey.
I
Is
don't
that a
know,
challenge?
I think that should be a challenge.
Yo, any viewers right now that are watching, you could ask us any question. Doesn't even need to be on topic. Just
Yeah, you can just ask us.
Alright.
anything.
Yo, Parker, why are you so
Alright.
damn handsome?
Do you want to know what
We
our
got a
favorite
question.
foods are? We have
We
a question.
gotta- Yeah, but I feel like
Yeah.
this question has been asked many times.
We'll answer it anyway. Let's hear the question.
What is your favorite color? They didn't spell favorite right, but them being Tyler.
Tyler, come on, man. All right. Favorite color is crimson.
Is it mine or the Bridge Trolls color?
What is your
What?
favorite?
What
color?
is your
Is your
favorite color?
quest?
Blue. I mean green. No. I like neon green. Probably my favorite color.
For me, it is maroon.
5.
See if I can find an exact colors.
If you point
I
to
like
your
your color,
poster
Parker.
behind you, there's maroon on it. Yeah, he's
I
also
can't
holding.
see the color.
He's holding up maroon. if
This
it
is
helps.
crimson. That's maroon.
Oh.
This is crimson.
Oh yeah, that's
My
a little
fa-
more brown.
My favorite color is number 5.
Number 5, my lord.
Number 5, my lord.
Number
Yeah, I thought your
5.
favorite color was blue.
This is cherry.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Nah.
example, Parker.
What is it?
This?
Remember, I'm only like 30 seconds behind.
Oh, yeah.
I can't actually see anything you guys are doing.
I like me
Professionalism.
some. Yeah, probably like a lighter green, like Evan.
The reds versus the
I thought you
greens.
liked a bit of a darker.
Come on,
Not
man.
really.
Hit me with that high five.
All right.
Did we
Kind
miss?
of aimed it more towards.
All right. Looks like I'm going to pull out the box of questions.
Ooh, I got a question.
Oh.
Oh, we have
For us, even though it's not from the like comments or anything.
All right.
Aw.
What
Not
has
from our
been your
Q&A.
favorite game that you've been playing recently, or played recently?
Did you ask that on purpose?
What?
Did you ask that on purpose?
Uh,
Hey, Tyler, why don't you go first?
I recently been
don't-
playing Sonic 06, and that's probably been.
I don't.
Have you actually?
No.
Oh, I was about to say, because, like, that game is funny as hell.
All right. So Tyler, you can't say Mario Odyssey.
Oh shit.
But that's his answer.
No. Hold on.
No,
I'll
no,
come up
'cause-
with something else.
He spent about a total of like 3 hours talking about Mario Odyssey last stream.
You're right.
That is 2 episodes right there.
You're right. Okay. You guys go. I'm gonna think of.
All right. Because I asked the question, I probably have an answer.
Oh.
I have played Uncharted 4, and I really liked that.
That's a pretty
I
good
really
game.
did.
That's a decent game.
And then I was enjoying Horizon Zero Dawn. I just haven't had a chance to play recently.
Where the fuck did Discord?
Most PS4 exclusives.
Yo. Okay. So I thought of my answer. This one might surprise all 4 of you, honestly.
There's 3 of us.
No, I was
Why
talking
the-
about me too.
3 of them.
You want to say it or you want to leave us hanging?
No, I'm gonna leave you hanging.
Dang it.
No,
Are you
Slime
also-
Rancher.
Oh.
That's a good game.
I generally don't like single player games, but that actually was quite a fun game. Like, I just love the casual background music going on while you're running around and just managing your little slimy dudes.
Yeah, I generally don't like single-player games like Mario Odyssey, Undertale, and Fallout.
Yeah, but the thing is that I tend not to play them. Like, I'm very picky with my single player games.
I was going to say Pokemon,
Like-
but Pokemon's multiplayer.
I don't know, multiplayer games have really like changed my perspective on video games because it makes you want to play like single player.
I realize there's a lot of people better than me.
Yeah.
Well, see that's exactly
kind of the
thing,
appeal.
though. Is like
And I
I-
hate it.
Incentive
I
to
would
do
much
better.
rather play with my friends than play alone, which is why it makes it a lot. You have to have a really good game to make me play a single player game.
True.
I would much rather play League than play like what's a good example?
Sonic 06.
Well, I haven't played it. I'm gonna give an example that
Pikmin
I played.
2.
I'd much rather play League than like City Skyland or
Skylanders.
like Cuphead or
Dark Souls 3 or
well, that I have other reasons.
Super Mario Brothers 2.
I bought that and I haven't played it yet.
Baby.
Nice.
But you know, it's one of the many Steam games that you know you buy and you don't play.
Fruit of Grisaya.
Fruit Ninja.
Fruit Ninja.
That's an OG game right there.
It's my game, dude.
Yeah,
I
bro.
was really good at cutting them fruits.
No, I was great at it.
I'm great at cutting.
I'm really good at cutting the cheese.
Oh, my arm! It came off. Oh no, it's back.
Recently, I've kind of been switching between the new Pokemon game, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I have Ultra Sun, had to think about that. And Zelda Breath of the Wild. I mean, they're both fun. Breath of the Wild's a great game. I enjoy it. I've kind of talked about it a few times. And then Ultra Sun is, you know, it's just the new Pokemon game. There's not too much different. It's kind of like Pokemon Sun and Moon. Not even kind of. It's mostly like it with some good additions. Rotom talks to you. What else is different, Tyler?
Wait, for what?
Oh, some of the story is different too.
For Ultra
Oh,
Sun.
and, no, there really
Yeah.
isn't much difference. It's only
Yeah,
an after game.
Honestly,
Yeah.
yeah. During the story, most of it is the same, but there's little changes.
It changes like as soon as you get to legendary, pretty much.
So kind of the end story post game, but
Yeah.
mechanically nothing really changes between.
No.
Yeah.
I've played it more, but that's because I feel like I wanted to play Sun and Moon more, but I
Yeah.
just didn't play it enough as much as I wanted to.
Is it better than Sun and Moon? Yes, but I think because it came out back to back, it makes it
Yeah.
less. If it came out instead of Sun and Moon, it would be praised more
Yeah.
rather than.
The problem is the game's so damn similar, and there's so many didn't fix.
Yeah.
Like the 10-year first island cutscene.
Literally, that game would probably be a 9 out of 10 for me if there was an option to just press A or start and it would skip the cutscenes because there's just so many and
That
they're
or
so
if you didn't
long.
have to spam A through the cutscene.
Yeah,
Like if you could have the first island go through
Mhm.
all as just one cutscene instead of having
Yeah.
to click A in between. Cause like no joke, I
yeah,
would say probably 90% of the first island is cutscenes that you
Yep.
press A once or twice through, so you
And
have to
it's-
watch.
I didn't notice
it's not
that.
like interesting plot. It's like tutorial stuff.
I
that
didn't
everyone
notice that, and that's the only island I
could
fully
figure out.
complete. I didn't
Yeah,
notice
and
it.
then once you finish the tutorial, you get to go to the tutorial on battling. Then once you finish that
Yeah.
tutorial, you get the tutorial on Pokemon, and
It's so unappealing.
Right?
Yeah.
Um,
and then
Go-
they give you a tutorial on Pokemon running at you, and that's the only place that it actually happens.
Mhm.
Hashtag go back to Gen 1, am I right?
Hey,
The
man,
game's
brother.
fun.
Yeah.
Okay, there are great mechanical differences, but just it's just very annoying to play through the story, especially if you just want to play the game, you want to beat it, and you want to do the after game stuff that's actually interesting.
Right.
If there's one thing I
After
like
just
about the,
playing Sun and Moon.
there's one thing I like about the earlier games of Pokemon is just that they're like, all right, so we're gonna give you this tiny tutorial,
Yep.
and you are off to do whatever you feel like.
To an extent.
I mean, there's this path you can follow, but
You pretty much have to follow the path. They will
Yeah.
roadblock you with trees and Snorlaxes.
oh, hey, you can go down this path of the bridge. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm on
And
my
rocks.
dog looking for some item.
not as
Can't go this
open
way.
world. It's not as open world as people will lead you to believe,
really
but
not.
at least it wasn't like cutscene simulator.
True.
That's true.
I used to get annoyed at the guy teaching me how to battle, and boy, was I wrong. It could get worse. definitely get
You
worse.
just gotta catch Pokemon.
Yeah, now that is just a smidgen compared to the Sun and Moon cutscene simulator. But once you beat the game, lots of fun. Yeah, graphics are good. Z moves are cool.
What questions did you ask, Tyler?
So yeah.
All right. So Tyler's asked 3 questions. No,
I
wait,
asked a few.
1,
Here's the next question.
2.
I am getting dangerously close to crashing on this freaking glass table.
All right. So 2 questions. That's my bad.
Let's
All
hear
right,
'em.
3 now. All right. So number 1, and then Tyler, I'm banning you from that.
Number 1.
What?
I'm kidding, but
Why?
no, just stop asking questions.
Please.
All right. So number 1,
You don't have to ask them.
biggest screw up in the kitchen. Less than 30 seconds. Go.
I dropped a bowl of spaghetti, it hit the floor, and it all spewed up on the ceiling.
How did it get on the ceiling?
I don't know, momentum, I don't know. It fucking hit the ground and then splashed and all.
Oh, like it hit
went
on
all
an
the way.
angle.
No, it just went all the
Was
way.
there
up
like
the
a
ceiling.
noodle stuck up there or just sauce?
No, it was sauce. All
Okay,
over
that would
the-
make more sense. I
all
thought
over
there was.
the white ceiling.
Mhm.
All right, for me,
There's still
I was filling up a cup,
stains.
and it had like mixer stuff inside, right? And it was a cup, so I put it onto the fridge, and I was filling up. I was like, I could go to the bathroom real quick. So I go to the bathroom, I come out, it's just pouring all on the sides and on the front of the fridge, and I had to clean it up. It's like, great, now there's Kool-Aid and chocolate, or whatever it was, chocolate milk, something like that, all over the fridge.
Ooh.
It's like, now I gotta clean it
Me.
up.
Oh,
Yep, go.
me. My friend. I was at work and my friend asked me to make him a pizza, and I anchovies under one of the slices, and there were a lot of anchovies, and John hated me for it.
That's a big
And then I cut it weird too. And I
Ian.
cut it like diagonally.
Ian, go.
All right. So I just dropped a bowl,
nice.
Good job.
and it cracked and everything. It exploded all over the kitchen.
Good story. Clean.
All
Okay.
right, we nailed it. That
Yeah.
got
All right.
progressively memeier.
Except mine was real, dude. I think
Okay, do we have any? Did anybody
Yeah,
ask any
real
questions, or
question.
should we call that a night there?
I'll finish up Tyler's questions then.
They're legitimate. They're not like stupid ass questions.
They're not stupid questions. They're just like,
There are
"Alright,
no stupid
Tyler, you've
questions.
asked a few.
The only
questions."
stupid
only
thing
great
to do is not
questions.
asking questions.
I don't know,
Right.
man. There's
Yeah.
nobody asking questions.
Yeah, all 2 people in the
Alright.
chat, whichever one was you.
And the
So-
other one's you.
Exactly. So what is the dumbest way you've been injured?
Do you want me to
I got
start?
I got one.
I was tripped in soccer, and I
Yeah.
fell on my shoulder and broke my collarbone.
God damn. I've never broken anything. I mean, what do you consider an injury?
Anything, sure.
Okay.
Anything reasonable. They'll be like, I got
It
paper.
could be. It
Uh,
could be.
middle-
I got a real dumb one after Evan.
middle school basketball. Someone was dribbling, and the way like I tried to get the ball, my thumb got dribbled on, and
Oh god.
it was hard enough. It like cracked my fingernail down all the way, and that just
Oh,
kind of hurt for a
jeez.
while. It eventually
That's-
just grew back. It took like maybe a month.
that
it's just
shit,
kinda
that
stupid.
shit hurts.
That's cringy.
Yeah, it wasn't quite like I'm in tears crying like ow, I'm gonna
yeah,
die,
but
but
that's
it
like
was
a nuisance that stays there for like a couple.
yeah, it was
months.
more so just annoying because my thumb, or at least the end of it, was kind of numb for a while, so it was hard to like move a joystick. That's a,
I love how that's your
that's a
concern.
first, yeah, like a first world complaint, but
move my joystick.
I'm being real. That's what I use my left thumb for.
Nice.
Mine's pretty simple. Someone tied my shoes together and I tripped and fell.
All right,
what
that's
did- what
funny that that
happened?
actually worked.
I don't know. I didn't know how to tie my shoes, and I was like, "Hey, can you tie my shoes for me?"
No,
I
no.
was young.
Like, what did you like? Did you just fall or did something?
you,
Oh
like,
no, I
stand up
face
and
planted.
walk?
Oh god.
It was like
Funny.
second grade or something.
How has that ever worked?
And I
out
was
for you?
outside. I was going to the bus, and my shoes getting tied. I was like, "Hey, can you tie this for me?" He's like, "Sure." I wasn't looking. I was like, "Thank you." I take one step, down for the count, dude.
That's funny.
Oh,
Down
God,
for
that
the
sounds
count.
Like that hurt.
You were that
so
second
bad.
Ass, dude. And I was crying.
Dude,
Man.
What a good prank though. He
That was a
got you.
shitty. I asked him. I thought it would have been nice.
Ugh.
Thanks, Grant Elementary School or whatever it was.
Grant. Way to name drop.
I'll name them out. That school's ass. So what do you got, Ian?
I was playing like this sort of tag, and I was trying to cut somebody off. Like we were all barefoot outside, and I was trying to cut somebody off, and they were like jumping from like their two-step deck, okay?
Yeah.
They jump from the two-step deck. I'm on the grass and they're on their deck, so they jump onto my foot and break my toe. And like, see, like this is like my big toe, right? And then like pinky toe, like everything. They somehow broke this toe. It like out of any toe, you didn't break this one, this one, this one, or this one.
You broke the
this
middle one.
You broke the middle toe.
I would understand if you broke that toe and another toe, but only that toe?
It was only that toe.
That's some
And
like
I had-
precision.
And I had to wrap my toe, like this toe, because it was bent this way. I had to wrap it with this one. Yeah, this one right here. Like for 4 weeks, and then I go to like this foot doctor, and he tells me, yeah, that toe will never be like as like straight as it was. So unless if we break it again and perform surgery on it.
Damn.
Dang.
So,
So
what does
now
he
I
do?
have. So now my toe is like that, right? It's not like it's
Your
not
toe
gonna
is tilted.
It's nothing drastic.
tilted, but like it's either hey, you can leave the toe like this and just let it heal up and
Or we
just
could
live
break
with
it,
it,
yeah.
or we could break it and get surgery on it, so your toe will be straight, or you can have it like this.
God, that's awful.
Would they at least numb it when they broke it?
So wait, did they
Yeah.
did they tell you to fix it wrong, or is that just
I-
kind of a concept?
I don't know. I don't know what they did, but like I said, they somehow broke this toe
Nice.
out of multiple toes. They just broke the one.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Clowns everywhere.
I got a juicy one that it didn't really hurt, but it was weird. So I was younger, and the exercise balls. That'll be important in a second. I had one of those. I had a really loose tooth, right? And we were playing back and forth. It hits me in the face, and I was like, I think my tooth just turned around. So the tooth is still in my mouth, but it turned 180 degrees, and now it's backwards.
Oh
and
my
it's
God.
still in my
Is it
mouth.
Still like that?
No, it was a baby tooth. It was a baby tooth. So
Wait, like you?
it's really
It's
wobbly,
like a
right?
loose tooth.
I have a
did you
loose
lose
tooth.
it, or
I lost it, yeah, but it was loose,
oh
right?
God, that's
So he throws the
terrifying.
ball at my face, right? It hits me. The
Yeah.
tooth does a full 180. It's still in my mouth backwards.
That's
Oh God.
And then eventually I was
Was
just
it
like,
loose?
yeah, it was a loose tooth.
Okay, at least like.
But
at least
I
you
couldn't
pull
turn.
it
I
out,
couldn't
right?
turn it back. So I sat like that for like a whole day.
Oh God. Did you eventually pull it out?
Yeah,
What
eventually I tried to turn it back and it just came out.
happened? Yeah. Oh, I remember having baby teeth. That was the worst.
I didn't care.
I had them for a lot longer than most people.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I was like 14, 15 when I lost my
The
last
thing
one.
is that I only lost 8 teeth, and it was my front 4 on top and bottom,
Mhm. Yeah.
and I didn't lose the rest of them because get this, my teeth were too good. I literally had to go to the dentist for them to like make my teeth closer together, which is technically worse, and so that they could actually fall out.
That's messed up.
If I would have waited for my teeth to actually fully grow in, I would have had like super janky teeth, like one coming out here and shit like
Oh,
that.
I had one all the way up here.
Yeah,
That's
so
sucky.
like, if I didn't get my braces for like those 2 months, I legit would have had to have them for like 3 to 4 years.
Oh yeah, that's what I did.
So that's
I
I
had mine for
got
about
the
2
benefit.
years.
I got the benefit of not having to deal with them for more than 2 months.
Mm.
That's not many people can say that. I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, it was Wow, that's. Ugh. Just imagining the turnaround tooth.
Dude, it sucked because like I couldn't turn it back. I was like, come on. Ah, here we
Yeah,
go.
I just hated pulling out teeth. It was like the worst because like you get it to a certain amount of looseness by wiggling it, then it would just be irritating, and then like I didn't want to go to sleep because I was like I don't want to swallow this in my sleep, and so it would always be like midnight, and I'm over. I gotta get it out
The
now.
best part is that my mom got it on video.
That's fucking hilarious.
That's funny.
It was
I need to
good.
find that
Pranked.
video
Oh, she's got it.
today.
Yes.
She's got it
Pranked.
on her computer. I'm pretty sure. It was
I want to see Parker just cry.
it was the aftermath though. I was like, I had my tooth and it was in backwards, and he hit me in the face with a ball, and it came and it turned around, and I pulled it out. That's the same.
You sound like John.
Hey guys, I turned my tooth.
Like a higher pitched version.
Hey,
of
guys,
us big
I
Yeah,
turned
guys.
my
like
tooth out.
that's younger John.
But yeah, so no, that was fun.
Hey guys.
I also I didn't really get hurt.
I
with
was
that.
getting hit by a baseball.
Um, I
Uh,
think those are the
wanna
big
answer
ones.
Tyler's last question.
Last question.
Yeah,
All
sure,
right.
one more.
All right. So Tyler says, "What is the most useless talent you have?"
I have this. I can make my tongue into 3-leaf clover.
Oh my gosh, that's sweet.
Well, that's
man.
kind of
That's
cool.
No use.
I can't
I know. Okay, so if I
It's
dab
extremely
every
good
day,
for kissing.
That's like
dude,
a
if I
keep the
dab every
doctor
day, I
away.
can keep all the doctors away. That's my talent.
talent,
Oh my
huh?
God.
Talent's a weird
All
one.
right. I gotta stand up for mine.
Uh.
So for me, my elbow, like most people's go like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine,
Oh
Ooh.
God! Ow!
both of them do that.
Ooh.
So most people than me.
That's
Uh,
freaking
I
me
just
out a
couldn't
bit.
do that sitting down.
mine's pretty
Yeah.
similar. It's my
And
thumb.
it just looks like you're breaking your arm.
Oh, your thumb. Goes
Yeah, so I can go like
forward.
that.
Yeah.
But then if I
Ooh.
want, I can pop it a little
Ooh,
extra,
another one is
Oh!
so I can have it at like a flat 180 degrees.
Oh!
So
Stop.
so like I'll have people say, "Hey, can you push my thumb for me?" Oh yeah, sure. I could do it with the other thumb. It's starting to like not work as well though.
it's not working as well.
It's weird because like this one I can just go like boom, boom, boom like that. With this
See,
one I have to
can't-
put a little
I
force
can't,
on it.
I can't bend this part past it, but I can bend this part farther than most people, so I can actually like get it all the way
I
back
can
to
go
my
like- I
arm.
can go like that.
Yeah.
That's far I can go.
Evan.
He's having a heart attack right here.
Yeah, just my arm just does.
No, that's about it. That's all I got. Oh, I can also flip my eyelids.
Oh God, please no.
Yeah.
Oh God, please
It's
no.
the thumb, not the arm. Like the arm does Ian's arm. Ah! The eye. Oh,
Oh my
stop.
needles.
Oh.
It's gone. It's gone. I stopped.
It's not gone.
It is gone. I
All
stopped.
right, it's gone.
If I could,
Luckily, I
wonder, could I
can't
do
see
that?
Parker doing. Oh God, he just did it. See, I can't
I got
see him
glitter.
except for like 30 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Tyler, do you know what these are for?
Yes, I do know what those are.
Are we done here? We're
Are
done.
they?
I think we're
Yeah,
done.
I
We're
think
done
that's-
here. Okay, thank you everyone
wanna
so much for
outro us?
watching. You can find us on YouTube, KingPastaDucksNStuff. We stream every Friday at 10 o'clock. Find us on YouTube, leave a comment, and get us to 100 followers, and I'll be pissed off at Battle Tetris. That'll be fun, huh? We will see you next week. Quack.
Quack, 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 quack.
See you guys.